guys, it's Amy here, and today I bring you my October book haul. I'm pre-filming this video because when it goes up I'm actually going to be on holiday in Corfu, so if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm sure I'm probably sharing some lovely Corfu adventures with you all, so go and check me out over there. Today though I have a few books that have been sent to me by publishers and a couple that I've bought for myself, so let's just get into it. We'll start with the publishers, and firstly we have a couple from Macmillan. We have The Forgetting Time by Sharon Guskin. I have read this one, I'll be talking about it in my October wrap-up. I did really enjoy it. This one follows the story of a boy named Noah who, when he begins to speak, he starts speaking of a different time. He is sharing memories with his mother of a different place and a different time, and he knows things that he shouldn't know, that things that she's never spoken to him about, things that he's never been taught or that he's ever like seen in books or anything. These memories of a place that he has never been in, and he then starts asking for his mum, and he then starts asking to be taken home, and his own mum is there and she is just like, what is wrong with my child? And she's trying to work it out, and she thinks that maybe he has something mentally wrong with him, until she meets a doctor, a psychologist, who believes that Noah is having a memory of a previous personality, and that someone somewhere has died and they've kind of been reincarnated in Noah, and that's them in this body. So I don't want to go too much into it because obviously I'm going to talk about it more in my wrap-up, but this was an incredibly interesting book, and it's actually based on kind of true events where people, and children specifically, have started speaking about memories, about things that they have experienced but they have actually never experienced them, and it turns out to be someone in like a neighbouring city who died and they have their memories and stuff. It's really interesting, so yeah, I'll speak about this more at the end of the month. Next from Macmillan we have The Wonder by Emma Donoghue. This is the same lady who wrote Room, which I read this year I believe, or maybe last year. I really enjoyed Room, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up. This one I believe is very different to Room. It follows an English nurse as she goes to Ireland to help a young girl who seems to be thriving and seems to be like miraculously okay, but she's not eating anything, and the whole kind of village that she lives in is kind of surrounding her, and she becomes quite like a spectacle because she seems to just be able to keep going and she's not eating anything. And this nurse is there to try to work out what's going on, and I think she uncovers some kind of darker secret behind what is going on with this girl. But yes, that's all I really know about the book at the moment, but I'm hoping to pick it up very soon, I think possibly over the next month or so. Next we have two that were sent over by Alma Books. Firstly we have The Canterville Ghost and Other Stories by Oscar Wilde. The only book that I've read from Oscar Wilde was The Picture of Dorian Gray, so I'm looking forward to reading something else from him. This one I believe is going to be really good for Halloween. It follows an American family as they move into a place called Canterville Chase, and they are told by the previous owner that it's haunted, so I'm assuming it's going to be great for Halloween. And the other one sent over by Alma Books was A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and this contained other Christmas stories as well. I've not read any Charles Dickens yet, and one of my resolutions for this year was to read some Charles Dickens, so I think what I'm going to do is read A Christmas Carol over Christmas. I think I'm probably going to be doing a buddy read with my friend Tasha, so that's exciting. I'm hoping over Christmas we will have a Dickens read by the end of the year. And finally we have two books that I bought for myself, and the first one is Chernobyl Prayer by Svetlana Alexievich. I don't know, I'm sorry if I butchered that name. So basically this book is testimonials from people who were living in and around and were orphaned or widowed or just left after the disaster that happened in the Chernobyl nuclear factory when it kind of exploded. I don't know a lot about this because it kind of happened just before I was born. I think it happened in 1986, so I was born in 1982, so I didn't really know a great deal about it. So I'm looking forward to discovering more about it basically, and hearing kind of the testimonials from all the people who lived through it and kind of experience it still today, I guess. So yes, I will let you know how I feel about this one. Final book for today is Hiroshima by John Hersey. As with the Chernobyl Prayer, I don't know a lot about Hiroshima. I was taught about it in school, but not a great deal, and that was quite a long time ago, so I can't really remember a lot about it now. So I'm looking forward to just seeing and learning a lot more and wanting to find out a lot more about Hiroshima. This book, I believe, is John Hersey speaking with 6 men and women who survived kind of against all odds really, Hiroshima and the atomic bombing there, and I think he goes back at the end of the novel kind of years and years later and speaks to the same 6 people to see how their lives have gone. So this really interests me, so I'm looking forward to picking it up very soon. My goodness guys, I can't believe I nearly forgot the one book I was so excited for this month. I've got one more book to show you and that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, illustrated by Jim Kay. So as with last year, we had a illustrated edition of The Philosopher's Stone. This year we've got an edition of the Chamber of Secrets. I haven't got around to reading it yet, but I have kind of briefly looked in on some of the pages, and the illustrations are just wonderful. I love this. Like, I honestly have no idea though how they're going to do like book number 5, because it's just gonna be huge. Like, we're gonna need like parts, I think, like 3 parts or something. But yes, I'm really excited getting into this one. I think I'll probably delve into it over Christmas time because Harry Potter gives me that really like nostalgic Christmas feeling for some reason. So yes, yay, I love this one. Let me know if you picked it up as well. So there we are, those are all the books that I've acquired so far in October. Do let me know down below what you've been buying. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I've mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and I will see you soon. Bye! In this film is like a lot older and she is having a baby and it's just wonderful. Like, it's a really, like, she's such an endearing character, like you can't help but just want to love her.